Hey guys, welcome back to Acres of Hope.
We have seen your comments and thank you for giving us some tips and tricks. We also have seen your recommendations and we have bought some reading material. This is Beekeeping for Dummies. And then this book, the Beekeepers Bible. Then Aaron, before we bought those, actually read this book and he said it was a pretty good book. Talk about it.
Yeah, so of the books that I've read so far, Buzz into Beekeeping by Charlotte Anderson has kind of resonated with me the most. The one thing in particular that I like about this book is that there's a paragraph in here where it just talks about how everybody in beekeeping has got their own opinion about how things should go. What she went on to say was, basically, as a beekeeper, you're gonna lose hives. It's gonna happen. It happens to the best. It happens to the worst. It happens to everybody. Just be prepared for it and don't beat yourself up too bad over it.
Yeah, hopefully it won't happen to us. So we're kind of just trying to take a little bit of everything from reading and from talking to people and from things that you guys are telling us, trying to figure out what's going on. And of course we were having some issues with our bees doing some weird stuff. So I think we figured out what was going on. One of the biggest things we realized, we thought that our plastic foundations were coated in wax, but they were not. So I think that was probably one of the biggest contributing factors to the wonky comb that they were building. But we bought some new ones and we put those in. But they say you're supposed to have 2 hives.
Yeah.
And we only have 1. So
I feel like mainly that was a
financial thing. They're expensive.
Yeah, I feel like mainly that was a financial thing, because once you're spending $200-300 on bees, and you're spending $200-300 on hives, and you're spending a couple $100 on bee suits and hive tools and just everything that you have to get started. I mean, you're looking at a major investment, and I know it sucks, but if I had to do it over again, I would definitely buy 2 hives.
Yeah.
I mean,
and now that we have all this stuff, next year if we try to expand, it won't be as hard of a blow.
Yeah, I mean, and that's it. We also got this book, and this is the Honey book by Lucille Pennant. It's a pretty old book. It actually came from a guy that I work with that used to keep bees, and it looks like he got it from a library at some point.
I never returned it.
Well, I think once books get so old in the library,
yeah,
they get rid of them. But if you have got kids that are interested in bees, this right here I think is an excellent read for kids. And this book right here is another book that I think will be pretty interesting. My grandfather got me this book for Christmas, along with Hive Building for Dummies, I think.
Yeah.
So during this winter, during this lull, I plan on reading at least 3 more beekeeping books.
Yeah.
So I guess we say all that to say this. During this lull, we're open to suggestions about, maybe what kind of videos we could shoot, or if you guys have any questions, we could take some questions and maybe fire out a couple videos and see how that goes.
And maybe we'll just vlog some of our daily life, a little bit of Tennessee football vlogging, or who knows. Someone also pointed out in one of our videos, and I didn't see it, but that there was tell me the kind of varroa mite. Yeah. On one of the bees. I'd recorded one that landed on my glove, and she had seen that there was a mite on it. So we've treated for those, and hopefully, we looked at them, what was that, a couple of days ago, and I couldn't see any on them. So I don't know that it's a huge infestation, but there's definitely some.
Yeah.
So it can't hurt to treat. And you're not supposed to do it before you harvest honey, but since our honey wasn't real, everybody's dragging us about how it's not real honey. Just let us have our moment.
So this past Saturday, we went ahead and we treated our first round of varroa mites. So here in about another 2 weeks, we're gonna crack that hive back open and put in a new varroa mite treatment. And I'm also gonna check they've got a pollen patty in there. They've got some sugar around the inner cover, and they've also got a jar feeder in there. And we're gonna check all those things, and I'll be checking that jar feeder, probably once a week or so, like depending on how cold it is. But up until it starts getting cold, I'm gonna be checking it every day, hopefully to let them really give them the best chance that we can give them, since we kind of screwed them over. And,
we've made it a little difficult for them.
And we did not do what we should have for them, just due to inexperience. And as crappy as that is for me to say, it really hurts. Jessica and I were having this conversation the other day, and I absolutely despise being wrong. Like I would rather go roll around on a glass beach and then go run into the water as I would be wrong.
The salty water. Ooh, yeah, that sounds awful.
I can't stand it. Also, we would like to say thank you to Dustin for putting our artwork together. Thanks, little buddy.
Yeah, thanks, Dustin. It's the picture at the end, and it's part of our channel art too. Yeah, if you go to our channel, you can see what he put together for us. But yeah, we love it. But anyways, so we filmed this just to kind of also preface the clips that are about to follow. So I think it's 3 days worth of footage of us kind of trying to figure out what's going on. All right, enjoy. We are about to check in on the bees. It's been about 9 days since we rearranged their frames, so we're gonna just see how they've been doing. Every time you pull it out, it's ripping it. Yeah. I see it dripping off.
Oh, check out all the pollen on this one's leg. See? Like little orange saddlebags. All right, they're doing normal bee stuff on this one.
Yeah, look at all the honey in the bottom.
That sucks.
It's like they're connecting the frames that are beside each other. Wow. Built it out so far too. It's supposed to be built out that far, right?
Maybe I'm leaving too much space.
So hopefully they can get their honey out of that.
Yeah, they should be able to. Salvage it. That's right, it looks great. Oh, there's the queen, Where? Right there.
Beekeeper.
So this is relatively normal comb. It's built out directly from the foundation. And this right here is the abdomen comb that we've been seeing, and it's coming out horizontally from the foundation. So we've got to figure out what in the world's going on with that. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to let the bees have it. Let them reclaim all their honey, put it back in the hive. And we're going to do a little bit of research and figure out why the bees are building their comb out like that. Okay guys, so we're up here at the beehive again today. We think we've got our issue figured out with that weird comb. I think what it is the hives that we bought online. We believe that they were not coated in wax. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the old ones out. We're going to take 3 of the old ones out, replace them with new ones that have been coated with wax.
We left some of these out with honey on them. Came up today and they cleared them out nicely. So that's a good thing. Oh, I got a friend. He just opened it up.
We're going to put 3 frames in. We're going to crack them open again next week. And if they're still doing okay next week, we're going to buy new frames for our shallow super and put that shallow super on there too. And hopefully they will be able to produce enough to keep them through the winter. I don't think this will do it. Well, I know this won't do it without some help. But we're going to give it a shot. Hopefully we caught this early enough we can save this colony for the winter.
Oh, they already love it. You were walking on it, yeah. They're just like, yes, finally. Yeah, we were just being new at this. We thought that they were wax coated black ones, but they were not.
I will put this one back in too.
Okay. That comb does look pretty good. Hey.
All right guys, so what we're going to do today is we are going to get our bees ready for the winter. And since we're not harvesting honey this year, we're going to go ahead and treat them for varroa mites too. So we'll just show you all that.
I'm the designated smoke girl. Told to smash any beetles we see. But it doesn't look like there's a lot, so that's good. Yeah. So those 3 light colored ones are the ones that are covered in beeswax that we just got from a real king. We're hoping to see that they've started to draw something out on them. Ooh, nothing on this side. Oh, they are starting, but it's still strange.
So, what I was told is if they're still making weird comb, to space these out between other frames.
It's a little on that one. Still strange though. I wonder if they have to like unlearn the way they've been doing it here recently. So this AV guard is for treating for the mites, varroa mites. So you open this and put it on top of your frames, for 2 weeks, leave it, and then take it out and put in a second one. And we've put the super on top just because we're hoping it's the last time we open the hive for the winter. And our bee mentor told us that they're gonna need it. So, all right, and that is our pollen patty. So this deep box is going on top so that we're able to put food for them in the top. That way we can feed them longer through when it gets cold. And it also will attract them to come up the boxes so that any mites will go by that apiguard, and they'll also see the pollen patty and everything. We're also told to take a 4-pound bag of sugar and just spread it out here on the top, and they'll use that too through the winter.
It's also supposed to help with moisture control in the hive.
Okay, that's cool. Bye, bees. Good luck.